If you clicked on this video, you may be wondering why I've said there's a wand in your mouth. I'm Kamil Ravin, and this video is going to wake you up to a superpower that you possess but may have not been capitalizing on. Sounds intriguing, right? So make sure to watch till the end, as I'll be sharing a special challenge for you to act on. What do you believe is the purpose of language? Some of you might say it's a way to connect with others, a way to communicate, a way to express yourself. All of these are true and valid. But there's another function of language that we were never taught, but you're about to find out. Typically speaking, we may see the language we use as a way to describe things, describe our experience, describe how we see the world, describe the way that things are. But this is a misunderstanding. You see, language does not describe reality. Language creates it. Now, what do I mean by that? When I say language creates, I mean that the words we use have power. They have an influence over our perception and experience of ourselves and the world, more so than we may realize. Let me tell you a quick story of one example of how this applied in my own life. Last year, I ran a full marathon, 42 kilometers or 26.2 miles. For all of my life, I hated long distance running, so I never used to do it. I would tell myself things like, I don't like running, my body just isn't made for it. Then 4 months before I ran this marathon, I chose to speak it into existence. You ever heard that saying, speaking into existence? I declared it, set a date, and booked the race that I was going to run. I began training, and during this training, I injured my knee. So I spent around a month resting it, and fast forward to race day, I wasn't in the most prime condition for running this marathon, and my knee was still injured. However, ever since I spoke into existence that I would run this marathon, I began telling myself, speaking it, I am a runner, I was born for this, I was made for it. I had changed the perception I had of myself. It had happened. The race started well, but I already began feeling my knee 5 kilometers in, and in the past, this would have majorly affected me and I likely would have quit. But during the race, do you know what I kept saying? This is easy. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm unstoppable. This is light work. Simply using my language to create my experience did exactly that. My mind and body didn't go into a dark place. I just kept going, and the most incredible thing is that even when I was at the 30-kilometer mark, which was further than I'd ever run before, I felt even more energized. I kept using my language to create my energy. At one point, I even began howling like a wolf. Do you see what I'm getting at? I'd never run a marathon before. I was injured, unprepared, yet I finished this race feeling like I still could have kept going and was in great spirits. Could you imagine if I used my language in a disempowering way? For example, saying, how am I gonna finish this? I can't do this. This is too hard. This is impossible. I'm dying. You can bet that they would have had a huge impact on the race. Our language does not describe reality. Our language creates it. It is called speaking into existence for a reason. Our words can cast a powerful spell, so use them wisely. Now, how can this apply to you? Think about what you use your language for. Do you use it to create miracles in your life? Do you speak what you really want into existence and begin acting on it? Here is my request to you. Think about a change you want to make, either within yourself or in your life, and speak it into existence right now. Drop a comment on this video and declare it. Be bold and use your language to create. Wave that magic wand. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions about this, send me a message on Instagram at @theascensioncoach. And if you found value in this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Love you all.